right, Ezekiel Wimbush will be the first witness. So we're going to disconnect from you momentarily, and we just have a very short time frame. If you can get Ezekiel and the aunt situated in camera range, and then we'll come back when we're ready.
Okay,
All right,
they will be ready.
And Mr. Sapella, if you can just confirm
Yes.
that the only persons that will be present in the room during testimony will be the aunt who is currently in camera range, the minor child who is testifying at the relevant time, you as the operator, and is there a second operator in the room or just you?
Just myself.
All right, and for purposes of the record, the court has been speaking with Frank Sapella, last name C-E-P-E-L-A, who will be operating the camera equipment in the remote witness room located here in the courthouse. All right, thank you, Mr. Sapella.
Thanks, Judge.
All right, you can disengage. All right, ready for the jury?
State's ready.
Ready? All right, we're ready for the jury. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back from the lunch break. We are now ready to resume with the case. Mr. Mayfield, call your next witness, please.
Your Honor, the state, having presented the case in chief, will now rest.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, the state rests at this time. The state is not calling further witnesses for your consideration at this time. We now turn to the defendants. Mr. Wimbush, the state having rested, do you have any witnesses you wish to call? No witnesses? All right. The defense calls Ezekiel Wimbush. You can come to the podium, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, we will follow a similar protocol as used in the earlier portion of the trial. This is a minor child witness, and you will be able to view and hear their testimony via the camera located in the courtroom. Mr. Wimbush, come to the podium. Hyatt, if you can access the remote witness room. And if you could, Mr. Wimbush, spell Ezekiel for the court reporter, please.
Ezekiel, E-Z-E-K-I-E-L.
And I'll just have some opening remarks before you begin your questioning, sir.
Can you close that?
All right, Mr. Sapella, this is Judge Fluker. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can, Judge.
All right, and for purposes of the jury and the record, you are the person that is operating the camera equipment in the witness room. Is that correct?
That is correct.
All right, and may I have the aunt that is in camera range, if you can identify yourself for the record and spell your name for me, please.
Philandis, Wimbush, Philandis, Wimbush, Wimbush.
All right, and good afternoon, young man. Are you Ezekiel?
Speak up real loud, okay?
Can you hear me, Ezekiel?
Yes.
All right. I'm Judge Fluker. How are you doing today?
Good.
All right. What all I need you to do from me is to speak up loud, and if you can, don't shake your head yes or no like I'm doing right now. If you could just always give us an answer out loud, that would be helpful, okay?
Okay.
All right. Thank you. You can proceed, Mr. Wimbush.
Hey Ezekiel, how you doing?
Good.
Good. What grade are you in now?
First.
You're five. You say what?
First grade.
First grade? All right. You enjoying school?
Yes.
All right, good. All right, I got a few questions for you. This first question I got for you. Do you remember growing up with mom and dad?
No.
No? Okay. It's been a long time. Do you remember sleeping in the same room with your siblings?
What?
Do you remember sleeping in the same room with your siblings?
What?
Okay, hold on for just a second. Can we confirm that there's not any hearing issues in the room, that the microphones... Mr. Sapella, can you hear Judge Fluker?
Yes, we can hear you loud and clear, Judge.
All right, and are you able to hear Mr. Wimbush asking the questions? I just want to make sure there are not any issues as far as being able to hear what's being asked from the courtroom.
We can hear him clearly. The volume is turned all the way up.
Okay, very good. You can proceed, Mr. Wimbush.
All right. Again, Ezekiel, do you remember sleeping with your siblings in the same room?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. What are your siblings' names?
My family's name?
That too. Do you remember? My family. What's your family's name?
One Jeremiah, one Isaiah, Hope, Patience, Serenity, Love, Faith, and Ricardo.
Okay, the court recalled, and Mr. Wimbush, you can correct me, what I heard was hope, patience, serenity, love, Isaiah, Ricardo, and I may have missed some.
And Jeremiah.
Jeremiah. Thank you, Ezekiel. Can I get you to just speak as loud as you can for me, please?
Okay.
Great, thank you.
Did you enjoy sleeping in the same room with your siblings?
Yes.
Yes. How was life growing up with your siblings?
Fine.
Fine. What kind of things did you do?
Sometimes I play on a watch.
Been on the watch? That's right. All right. How would you describe your parents?
I don't know what describe means.
All right. What would you say about your parents? Let's put it that way. Do they love you? Do they take care of you?
take care of you.
Little Ricardo, Ezekiel, can you tell me about him when you were growing up? Did you hear me, Ezekiel?
Yes.
Can you tell me about your...
I don't remember that.
Okay. All right. Did y'all have rules at your house, Ezekiel?
Yes.
What kind of rules did you have?
We will have to clean up the whole house to play the Wii U.
Play the what?
The Wii U.
Wii U. Okay. Do you have any other rules?
If we left Legos on the house, on the ground, instead of a placemat, a playmat, we will get spanking.
Okay. All right. Do you have any rules about lying?
No, they didn't tell me those.
You say what?
They didn't tell us those.
Who is they?
Our mom and dad didn't tell us then.
Mom and Dad? How old were you when you left home, Ezekiel?
Fine.
5. When's the last time you seen your dad?
And Mr. Wimbush, the court has outlined parameters that have been discussed. And so I do find that is, I sustain the objection, so that is not an appropriate question.
That's all that was. Thank you, Ezekiel. Love you.
All right, Ezekiel, Mrs. Wimbush may have some questions for you.
Hello, Ezekiel. Hey, Ezekiel Wiki.
Hello.
How are you doing?
Good.
Good. What exactly does good mean?
I don't know.
You don't know. Can you tell me who is your oldest sister?
Joy.
Joy. And who is your oldest brother?
Ricardo.
Ricardo. Do you remember your mommy and daddy teaching you that you always, always, always tell the truth?
No.
No? You remember building Legos in the Lego room?
Yeah.
What do you remember building?
Batman.
Anything else?
No.
No. Do you still have your playmat?
Yeah.
Are you taking good care of it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you remember Isaiah being sick at home?
No.
Do you remember him ever throwing up at home?
No.
Did you play with Isaiah a lot when you were at home?
Not that much.
You didn't? Who did you play with?
Sometimes I play Serenity.
Did you play with Jeremiah too?
He don't like to play with me.
He doesn't like to play with you now?
No.
Do you remember playing the Wii with mommy and daddy?
Yeah.
Yes. Was that fun?
Yes.
Yes. Ezekiel, has Isaiah been sick a lot with you now?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you help him when he's sick?
No, I do.
Oh, okay. Well, does it make you sad when he's sick?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't have any more questions for you. Thank you, Ezekiel.
All right,
You're welcome.
Mr. Mayfield, any questions? All right, Mr. Sapello, we are done with this witness. Mr. Wimbush, the next witness will be? All right, Mr. Sapello, the next witness will be Jeremiah.
Okay. Jeremiah.
Ready for slide number 2, Jeremiah.
Have a seat next to you, okay?
Okay.
Two of them.
All right, Jeremiah, this is Judge Fluker. Can you see me and hear me?
Yes.
All right, very good. You just did great. You're speaking nice and loud for me. That's all I need you to do is speak loud, okay?
Yes.
Thank you. All right. Your dad, Mr. Wimbush, may have some questions for you, okay?
Okay.
Hey, Jeremiah, how you doing?
Good.
Good. How's school?
Good.
Kind of grades you make?
A's and B's?
A's and B's. Good. Good. You enjoying it?
Yes.
Jeremiah, I have a few questions for you. Answer the best you can, okay?
Okay.
Could you explain to me what it was like for you when you were growing up with your mom and dad?
It was fun.
It was fun. Kind of things. What was fun about it?
Playing with them?
Playing with them. All right. In your home, did you have rules at home?
Yeah.
You had rules. Do you remember any of those rules?
No.
No. Was there a rule about always, always, always tell the truth?
Yeah, I think so.
I think so. When you didn't follow the rules, you know what happened?
No.
No. Okay. Who are your siblings?
Their names?
Yeah, their names.
Ezekiel, Isaiah, Serenity, Patience, Love, Faith, Joy, and Hope.
What's your oldest brother's name?
Ricardo.
Okay. Have you seen Ricardo lately?
Yeah.
Saw him today?
I saw him yesterday.
Yesterday, okay. Can you tell me about Ricardo?
He's been good.
It's been good. What else?
I don't know.
I don't know. Do you remember Ricardo when you were growing up?
Yeah.
What kind of things did you and Ricardo do some things together when you were growing up? kind of activities when you were growing up? Like gymnastics?
Yeah.
What kind of activities did you
Play games.
do? Play games? About, go to gymnastics?
No.
Go to dance?
No.
Did you all sleep in the same room?
Yeah.
Did you enjoy sleeping in the same room?
Yeah.
You didn't do what you were supposed to do. What was how were you disciplined? Remember?
No.
All right. Thank you, Jeremiah. I love you.
I love you too.
Ms. Wimbush, any questions?
Hey, Mr. Jeremiah, your man who? How are you?
Good.
Good. And you're doing good in school?
Yeah.
And school is good?
Yeah.
And everything is good?
Yeah.
Do you remember which one of your siblings at home, when you were at home, which one of your siblings used to get in trouble a lot?
I don't know.
You don't know. Did you get in trouble a lot?
Sometimes.
Sometime. Okay. Did you like to keep the Lego room clean?
Yes.
What was the one main rule in the Lego room?
Keep it clean.
Keep it clean? Do you remember the rule? No Legos on the floor? Absolutely no Legos on the floor?
No.
Now, have you been building with Legos?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, do you remember Isaiah being sick when he was at home?
No.
No. Do you remember him ever throwing up?
No.
No. Does he throw up a lot now?
Yeah.
Does he get sick a lot now?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you help him out when he's not feeling very well?
No.
No. Well, why not?
Because I don't want to get sick either.
You don't want to get sick? Okay. Do you remember that bump on Isaiah's tummy?
Yeah.
So, do you know what's happened? Has anything happened to it?
It's shrunken.
It's shrunken, and then what else happened?
I don't know anything else.
You don't know anything else? Thank you, Jeremiah. I love you, handsome.
I love you too.
Ms. Mayfield? All right. Mr. Wimbush, who will be the next witness? All right, Mr. Sapella, Serenity is the next witness, please.
Okay. Here we go.
Serenity, okay? You know which way back? Yeah.
Hi, are you Serenity?
Yes.
All right, I'm Judge Fluker. Can you see me and hear me just fine?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Your parents may have some questions for you, so the only thing I need you to do is speak up as loud as you can. Can you do that for me?
Yes, ma'am.
Great, thank you. Mrs. Wimbush?
Hey, Serenity, how you doing?
Good.
Good. Long time no see. How's school?
Good.
Good. What grade are you in?
Second.
Second. You like school?
Yes.
Yes.
So.
Say what? What'd you say? It says,
Yes, so.
huh?
I said yes, so.
You guess so? Yes.
Yes.
Oh. We got some questions for you, Serenity. Answer the best you can, okay?
Okay.
All right. Do you remember growing up at home with mom and dad?
No, so.
No. Do you remember sleeping in the same room with your siblings?
Yes, so.
Yes. What do you like to do, Serenity? What's your favorite thing to do?
My favorite thing is to draw.
To draw? Still like dancing?
Yes, so.
Yes. Do you have rules at home? Do you have rules at home?
I forgot.
You forgot? Do you remember what kind of things you did while you were at home?
School.
School? What else?
Watch Barney.
You say what?
Watch Barney.
Watch Barney. You like Barney?
Yes, so.
Yes. Do you remember sleeping in the same room with your siblings growing up?
Yes, so.
Did you like that?
Yes, so.
What kind of stuff did you do while you were in that same room? Did you jump in the bed?
No, so.
Did you jump in the bed?
No, so.
Okay. You remember the main rule in the house was always tell the truth?
Yes, so.
Remember that? Still telling the truth all the time?
Yes, so.
Good. That's all I have. Thank you. Thank you, Serenity. I love you.
Love you too.
Miss Wimbush?
Hey, Miss Serenity.
Hi.
Hey, Gracie.
Hi.
How are you doing, sweetie?
Good.
Good. So what did you like about being in the sleep room with your sibling?
That I get to sleep with people.
You get to sleep with people? Did you like to sleep in the bed with mommy and daddy too?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. I had a question for you. Do you remember which one of your siblings got in trouble the most when you were at
Yes,
home?
ma'am.
Who was it?
Yes. Ricardo.
Do you remember any of the things that Ricardo did?
No, ma'am.
You don't. How many siblings do you have?
10.
You have 10 total?
No.
Do you have a dog?
You do.
I do. What was your doggy's name?
I don't have a dog.
The doggy that you had at home, what was his name?
Buddy.
Buddy. What was your kitty's name?
Buzz.
Buzz. You remember. When you were at home, do you remember Isaiah ever being sick?
No, ma'am.
No. Do you remember him ever throwing up?
No, ma'am.
No. Do you remember anybody ever throwing up?
No, ma'am.
You remember anybody being sick?
No, ma'am.
No. Do you remember building your Legos?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you remember how to knit?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you still knitting?
I don't got yarn.
You don't have yarn. It's good to see you. Thank you so much for answering my questions.
Mr. Mayfield?
No question.
All right, Mr. Wimbush, next witness. Mr. Sapella, the next witness is Love.
Okay. Good job.
Oh, okay. Now, come on. All right, here comes Miss Boots.
Hi.
Gonna take care of you.
All right, Ms. Boots. Have a seat right here.
Hi, are you Love?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, I'm Judge Fluker. Can you see me and hear me just fine?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, you're doing great. All I need you to do is just answer out as loud as you can if anybody has any questions for you. Can you do that for me?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, thank you, Mr. Wimbush.
Hey, love, how you doing?
Good.
Good. How you enjoying school?
It's okay.
It's okay. What's okay about it?
Everything.
Everything? Still got braces?
No, sir.
Got them taken out? Got them taken out?
Yes, sir.
Do you remember growing up at home with your mom and dad and siblings?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Could you tell me about that? Did you like it?
Yes, sir.
Have a good time?
Yes, sir.
All right. Did y'all have rules at home?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Do you remember what those rules were? Some of them?
I remember we had to clean.
Clean? Was there a rule about lying?
Yes, sir.
What was that rule? truth?
Sir.
What happened when you didn't follow the rules?
You got spanking.
Get talked to sometimes as well?
Yes, sir.
Do you remember sleeping in the same room with your siblings?
Yes, sir.
Did you enjoy that?
Yes, sir.
Are you still are you sharing a room now with someone?
Yes, sir.
Who are you sharing a room with?
Faith.
Faith. Who is Faith?
My sister.
Your twin sister?
Yes, sir.
Do you remember Ricardo growing up?
A little bit.
What was Ricardo like?
He didn't always tell the truth.
Didn't always tell the truth. What about your parents? What do you remember about your parents? Were they loving?
Yes, sir.
Anything else?
They taught me.
They taught you? What kind of things did they teach you?
Like some stuff I learned at school.
Say what?
Like stuff I learned at school.
You have to speak up a little bit. They can understand you.
Like math and ELA.
Math and what else?
ELA and reading.
Okay. Repeat that again. Say it a little bit louder.
Math, ELA, and reading.
Math and reading.
What did she say in between reading? Did you understand? Okay, love, this is Judge Fluker. Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you said math and reading, and what was the other thing you said?
ELA.
That's all I have, love. Thank you, babe. Love you.
Love too.
All right, Mrs. Wimbush, any questions? That's the camera that's on top of the TV. They'll be able to see. You can try it.
Hey, love, how are you doing?
Good.
Good. Where's your playmat?
TT's taking care of it.
Have you made another playmat? Have you been knitting lately?
Not really.
Not really. What do you do for fun?
I read or color.
Okay. Do you still build with Legos?
I don't have any Legos to build with.
Do you still run a mile every morning?
No, ma'am.
No. Do you remember the bump on Isaiah's tummy when you were at home? Yes, you do. Can I try to show you, I'm gonna try to show you a picture. I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but I'd like to, my question for you is this what his bump looked like when you were at home?
Mr. Sapella, Mrs. Wimbush is holding up a photograph. Is that something that's visible at all in that witness room?
No, we can tell that it's a photograph, but no details.
Is there any way to zoom in the photograph, or does the picture need to be closer to the camera in the courtroom?
Yes, you'd have to bring it up to the camera that's on top of the unit.
All right. Can you assist us with that? Okay. Give us, just pause for just a moment, Mr. Sapella. We're making some adjustments
Okay.
in the courtroom.
The picture is exhibit number 26. State's exhibit number 26.
All right, Mr. Sapella, or is that something that can be seen in the witness room at this time, the photograph that's being held up?
Yes, we can see it now, Judge.
All right, Love, can you see the photograph that's being held up?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, Ms. Wimbush, go ahead and ask your question.
Is this what Isaiah's bump looked like when he was at home?
I think it was smaller.
Okay. Thank you. Do you remember Isaiah ever being sick at home?
He wheezed and coughed.
Do you remember Isaiah throwing up at home?
Yes, ma'am.
When did he throw up?
I don't remember when he threw up, but I remember him throwing up.
Do you remember him throwing up at someone else's house when he ate some Lucky Charms?
I don't remember.
You don't remember? Do you have a sibling that used to get in trouble a lot?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Can you tell me who that sibling is?
Ricardo,
And do you remember why he would get in trouble?
because he lied.
He lied? Did he do anything else?
I don't know.
You don't remember, or you don't know? I think I see you have a purple phone on, a purple case on your phone. Is that what that is? I'm kind of surprised to see you in a green shirt. Is purple still your favorite color?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Love, when you were at home, where was Ricardo's room when you left home?
In the basement.
Do you remember ever going in Ricardo's room?
Ma'am.
No. Have you seen Isaiah's belly lately?
No, ma'am.
No. Do you know if Isaiah's feeling well or if he's sick?
Ma'am.
No. So have you still been dancing? Have you been watching the I Can Dance video?
No, ma'am.
No. So what do you like to do?
To read and play
like to watch television?
Sometimes.
Sometimes. Do you still watch My Little Pony?
Sometimes.
Sometimes. Is Pinkie Pie still your favorite pony?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. That's all I have for you. Thank you, love.
You're welcome.
Mr. Mayfield.
Question?
Mr. Wimbush, who will be the next witness, please? Mr. Sapella, we need Faith next, please.
Okay.
Hi, are you Faith?
Yes.
Hi, I'm Judge Fluker. Can you see and hear me just fine?
Yes.
Okay, all I need you to do is speak as loud as you can if anybody has any questions for you. Can you do that for me?
Yes.
Can you speak up a little bit?
Yes.
Okay. How you doing, babe?
Good.
How's school?
Good.
Good. What grade you in?
6.
6. What kind of grades are you making?
XB.
You always tell the truth?
Ms. Wimbush, I need to give her an opportunity to answer the first question. So Faith, the first question that was asked is, what do you remember about little Ricardo? If you can, answer that question for us, please.
He got speaking because he didn't tell the truth all the time.
Is that it?
Yes.
All right, babe, that's all the questions I have for you. Love you.
Love you too.
All right, Mrs. Wimbush, any questions? No? All right, Mr. Zamora, if you can help us zoom in the camera for the picture again, please. You need to hold it up so that you can zoom in.
Hey, can you see that picture?
Yes.
Do you remember the bump on Isaiah's belly?
Yes.
Is this what it looked like when he was at home?
Well, it wasn't that big. It was like smaller.
Okay, thank you. I'm sorry to start off with that, but how are you doing, sweetheart?
Good.
Do you remember teaching one of your siblings how to knit?
I remember trying to teach Ezekiel how to knit, and I think I taught Gracie how to knit too.
Do you remember teaching Ricardo how to knit?
No.
You don't. Who taught you how to knit?
Well, this lady had pink, but she didn't do very well. So, Mommy had taught us how to knit.
Do you remember Isaiah ever being sick at home?
No.
Do you remember Isaiah throwing up at home?
No.
No. What did you and your family used to do in the morning?
We would go on a walk around the neighborhood.
Do you remember doing yoga?
Yes.
Yeah. Where'd you do yoga?
In the driveway.
In the driveway. You said that when you were answering Daddy's question about who your siblings are, you answered it based on who slept in the room with you. You said Ricardo first, and then you said he didn't sleep in the room with you. Where was Ricardo's room? Did Ricardo ever sleep in the room with you?
I don't remember.
Do you remember Ricardo's bed being by the window?
Yes.
Yes. Whose bed was next to Ricardo's?
I think it was Isaiah's bed.
Isaiah's bed. And whose bed was next to Isaiah?
I don't remember.
Don't remember. Did you have fun in the sleep room?
Yes.
Do you remember jumping into bed in the sleep room? Now, where was Ricardo's room? When you left home, where was Ricardo's room?
The basement.
Do you remember why Ricardo's room was in the basement?
Because he was lying.
He was what?
He was not telling the truth.
He was not telling the truth. Was he doing anything else?
He was stealing food.
He was what?
Stealing food.
Stealing food. If all of you got in trouble, did Ricardo get a spanking along with all of you?
Yes.
Okay. Do you ever remember Ricardo getting sent to his room instead of getting a spanking? good care of your sisters?
Yes.
Were you excited to see your brothers yesterday or whenever you saw them?
Yes.
Yeah. Are you taking good care of Patience?
Yes.
Are you taking good care of Joy?
Yes.
Or does Joy take care of you?
She seems to be taking care of us.
So let me ask you this. When did you get your braces off?
We got them in November.
Can you show us your beautiful smile? Thank you. I don't have any more questions. Thank you so much, Faith. It's good to see you.
Mr. Mayfield?
No question.
All right, Mr. Wimbush, who will be the next witness, please? All right, Mr. Wimbush has no further witnesses. Mrs. Wimbush, any further witnesses?
Yes,
All right, Mr. Sapella, we need Hope in the room next, please. All right, pursuant to matters that have been previously addressed by the court, I do sustain the state's objection regarding questioning of these minor children witnesses regarding the treatment of these children as not being relevant. So that is sustained for the record. Hi, are you Hope?
Yes, ma'am.
Hi, I'm Judge Fluker. Can you see and hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, the only thing I need for you to do is to speak up loud and clear for me if anybody has any questions for you. Can you do that?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, thank you. Ms. Wimbush?
Hello, Miss Hope.
Hi, Mommy.
How are you doing?
Good.
Good. How's school going?
Okay.
Okay, what does okay mean?
I got 1C.
You got a C? Were you disappointed about that? Know how that feels. So are you taking good care of your siblings?
I'm trying.
You're trying? Thank you. Let me ask you a question. Do you remember why Ricardo's room was in the basement?
I remember that he lied a lot, and he didn't really want to tell the truth, and y'all had discussed it, and he said that he would rather go in the basement than get whoopings.
Okay. Very detailed answer. Thank you.
Ms. Wimbush, if you'll just stick to asking questions and not providing comments.
Okay. Do you remember Ricardo doing anything else?
He violated some of our siblings' privacy.
And what do you mean by that?
He inappropriately touched some of them.
Okay. Does that mean he hit them as to try to hurt them, or?
No, like, he violated their personal parts.
Okay. So, did you grow up in the house with Ricardo Jr.?
Yes, ma'am.
Can you tell me what Ricardo was like? Was it fun to play with Ricardo, or?
It was fun to play with him.
It was fun to play with him. What kind of things did you play with him, or what kind of games did you play?
We played with Legos, and we went outside together, and we played with some toys in the toy room, and ran around the house.
Do you remember taking any dance classes? Did Ricardo take dance classes too?
And gymnastics too.
Did anybody play baseball or t-ball?
Ricardo did. Joy played softball. He played basketball as well.
Okay. Do you remember Ricardo? No, you would. Do you remember Ricardo doing karate? So tell me about how your parents treated Ricardo.
Well, to me, like, I know what he did with Mom, but I don't know how to say it. It's like, at the time, it didn't seem like it was a bad thing to do, but now I guess I see that there are other ways that we could have dealt with it than putting him down there in the basement and by himself.
Okay. So you have had some time to think about this, huh? Okay. So have you talked to Ricardo about it? No? Why not?
He seems kind of closed off.
He seems closed off. What do you mean by that?
He doesn't seem to want to talk to anybody or say anything to anybody. He just seems cut off from everybody.
So when you try to talk to him, what does he say?
He'll answer sometimes, and then sometimes he won't.
Oh, okay. Do you get to see him often? No? You have to answer with the word answer. You can't shake your head.
No,
No?
I don't get. No.
Do you miss him?
Yes.
Yeah. Do you remember Isaiah going to the hospital at some time?
We were at a wedding when he went to the hospital.
Do you remember if the bump was on his tummy when he went to the hospital?
I don't remember.
You don't remember? Can I show you a picture of Isaiah's tummy?
All right, Ms.
Yes.
Wimbush, you'll have to give the IT person a moment to zoom in on the picture. If you'll hold it up and pause for a moment so he can zoom in.
They got a lot bigger.
So this isn't what it looked like when he was at home?
No,
No? You said that looks a lot bigger?
a lot bigger.
Okay. Do you remember Isaiah ever being sick?
Like when the pollen season came around, he got a little bit like he would start sneezing and blowing his nose a lot.
Do you remember Isaiah ever throwing up?
No,
No. Do you remember Isaiah ever saying that the bump on his tummy hurt him?
no,
Do you ever remember him saying that it bothered him?
no.
No. Have you seen Isaiah lately?
Not recently.
Not recently. You didn't see him today?
No.
No. So, while Ricardo was in the basement, do you remember Mommy or Daddy going down and spending long times talking to him?
Yes.
Yes. Do you remember having to wait on somebody, wait on mommy or daddy to eat because mommy or daddy were downstairs spending time with Ricardo?
Yes.
Yeah. I don't really know what else to ask you. How are you doing? Are you okay?
I guess.
You guess. Thank you for helping to take care of your siblings. I appreciate that. Love you, Miss Hope.
Love you too.
Mr. Mayfield?
Hi, Hope, I'm Dan. We've never met before, but hi. You seem like a very smart young lady to me. Where did you learn the term violated their personal privacy?
What do you mean by that question?
Well, you said that Ricardo violated the privacy of some siblings. I was just wondering where you heard the term violated their personal privacy. You know where you heard that term?
No.
Is that something y'all have discussed in the family where you live now?
No.
Okay. When Ricardo was in the basement, did your parents tell you that was all right? That was a good thing that he was in the basement? Did everybody think that was right?
It wasn't like meant to be something that was right. It was like a punishment for what he had done. So I don't think so.
Have you always told the truth, or have you ever told just a little lie?
I'm pretty sure that I've told little lies before.
Okay. So, if it was okay to send Ricardo to the basement room for lying, would it have been okay to send you to the basement room for lying?
Well, he got sent to the basement for lying for bigger things than what I would have ever told a lie about. So I don't know how to answer that question.
Okay. So you're telling me that his lies were just different than your lies?
I guess.
Okay. All right. That's all the questions I have. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Ms. Wimbush, next witness. You can, but you did indicate to the court that you didn't have any further witnesses, but I will allow you, Mr. Wimbush, to go ahead and ask a question.
Hey, Hope, how you doing?
I'm doing good.
How old are you now?
13,
13. What grade are you in?
8th grade.
Like school?
I would prefer to be homeschooled, but it's okay.
Little Ricardo, when he was growing up, did he have a problem with, it's called enuresis, it's called peeing in the bed?
Yes.
Remember peeing in the bed? And what would he do when he peed in the bed?
Well, when he was asked did he pee in the bed, he would lie and say he didn't.
Did Ricardo just lie once or twice or 3 times? What was it?
He lied repeatedly.
And even after he was talked to about it, he was still lying?
Yes.
You remember the book Alpha and Omega?
Yes.
You remember the story behind that?
Yes.
Could you tell me about it?
I don't remember how we came to be looking for the book, but we were looking for it. And he kept on saying that I was the last one that had it, and we was looking through all of the bookshelves on the side of the toilet room. And he kept on saying, "Oh, what did you do with the book?" And he was playing like it was a game, saying, "Come out, book, come out." And then
I started crying because I thought I had lost the book. And so we went downstairs and we thought that we were all going to get in trouble, but somehow Mommy knew where the book was at. And so I think it was you and me, we went downstairs and looked between the mattress and the box spring, and we found the book there. We went back upstairs and we showed them that we had found the book.
You said it made you started crying because Ricardo blamed you for it. How did Ricardo feel after all this went down?
Objection calls for speculation.
Sustained.
What did Ricardo do after all this happened?
He didn't seem like he showed any remorse for it. Like, he didn't seem like he felt bad about saying that I was the last one that had it.
Was this common amongst Ricardo?
Yes.
That's all the question I have. Love you, Hope.
Love you too.
Oh, it's me again, it's Dan.
But when the Alpha and Omega book was taken, was Ricardo already living in the little blue room that's in the basement?
I don't remember.
Where was the book found? Was it found in the little blue room that he slept in, or was it found in a different room?
I don't remember exactly what room it was found in.
But you remember it being between the mattress and the wall?
It wasn't. I remember it being between the mattress and the box spring. That was all I remembered about it.
Okay. Do you think that was when he was living in the small room in the basement, or do you think that was when he was still living upstairs and sleeping with y'all in the sleeping room? Which do you think?
It wasn't upstairs. He was in the basement.
He was in the basement. Okay. And so in the basement, did he have any books of his own in the basement?
No.
How many books do you think there were upstairs where y'all lived? Was there more than 100? Or less than 100?
Most likely more than 100.
And those were books that y'all could read?
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Oh, could Ricardo read those books that were upstairs with y'all?
Yes, ma'am.
Did he read those books that were upstairs with y'all?
Yes.
Did he read them even when his room was in the basement?
Yes.
So, do you remember Ricardo asking for permission a lot?
Permission for what?
For anything, like to read a book or to... Let me change that question. Do you remember Ricardo having an issue with asking for permission?
Yes.
Oh, was Ricardo a bad person?
No.
No. Did he do some not so good things?
Yes.
But that doesn't make him a bad person, does it?
No.
No. You said that there were other ways to deal with Ricardo. And I think you're right.
Sorry, stick to asking questions and not making comments.
Do you feel like your mommy and daddy mistreated Ricardo?
Objection. Relevance of honor. There was a relationship between parent and child. Another sibling's interpretation of that sibling's interpretation is speculative and it's not relevant.
That's the same.
Isaiah. What was Isaiah like at home?
He was like very vibrant and happy all the time. He would be running around the house. He always had a smile on his face. And he didn't really ever have anything to complain about.
So, do you call that like happy? You said vibrant.
It was like, it's happy. I think another word for it was like vivacious or something like that.
Okay. Do you know the last time you saw Isaiah was?
Objection, Your Honor. Relevant.
Ms. Wimbush, what would be relevant today?
To ask about the bump on his tummy.
You can ask, rephrase your question for a relevant time period, but not misphrased.
Oh, when is the last time you saw the bump on Isaiah's tummy?
I think the last time I saw the bump on his tummy was the last time that I saw him, which was for Grandma Betty's birthday.
Okay. And what did the bump look like then?
It had like spread across his tummy.
What do you mean?
When we were at home, it was like only one bump on one side of him, and then it had like spread across.
Okay. So did it look like it had gotten worse?
Yes.
And you said you saw him around Grandma Betty's birthday. Was that in September of 2016?
Yes.
Okay. That's all the questions I had. Thank you, sweetie.
You're welcome.
All right, Mr. Wimbush, you indicated you have no further witnesses. I can't hear you speak up. Who's your next witness? All right, Mr. Sapella, we need Joy in the witness room, please.
Okay, good.
Hi, are you Joy?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, I'm Judge Fluker. Are you able to see and hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, the only thing I'm going to ask for you is that you speak loud enough so that we can hear your answers if anyone has any questions for you. Can you do that for me?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, thank you. Mr. Wimbush?
Hello, Joy. How you doing?
Good.
How's school?
Good.
Good. You've grown up so much.
Need you to speak up, Mr.
You've
Wimbush.
grown up so much. Got a few questions for you, Joy. So answer them the best you can. What was it like growing up at home with mom and dad and your siblings?
It was good.
Good.
I liked it better than I like it now.
Y'all have rules at your home?
We had rules.
What was some of the rules?
We had to ask for permission before we did stuff. And
About the truth.
I can't.
What
Huh?
about the truth rule?
We always had to tell the truth. If nobody asked you about the truth, you still had to confess.
discipline?
We got a spanking.
Making. Y'all get talked to sometimes?
Yes, sir.
Sleeping arrangements. What were the sleeping arrangements at in your home?
We had we slept in the master bedroom and the girls were on one side and the boys were on the other side.
Okay. And initially, was everyone in that room?
Yes, sir.
And how did you feel about that?
It felt safe. Like there was always somebody there.
How would you describe it?
Describe what?
Let's say. How would you describe your parents?
They were loving. They always tried to do what was best for us.
Yes, sir. Do you want me to allow Ms. Wimbush to question and then give you a chance to come back? Ms. Wimbush?
Hello, beautiful.
Hey, Mom.
How are you doing, Miss Joy?
All right, Mr. Sapella, we're going to take a short recess and we'll be in touch with you in the remote room when we are ready to resume.
Okay.
All right.
Judge.
And Hyatt, if you could turn off the camera for us in here, please. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's take a 15-minute recess. This will be our mid-afternoon recess. Please remember your precautionary instructions during the break. All right, Mr. Mayfield, anything for the record before the recess?
No, Your Honor.
Mr. Wimbush, anything for the record? Mrs. Wimbush, anything for the record? All right, we'll be in recess until 3:50.